but nothing's there. Ah, here we go. Good morning. I am a little late. It's 10. So, well, Kate and I had some appointments this morning, so we're running a little bit behind on our live. So I'm just going to do 10 to 11 today. You know, I've had some requests to go horizontal on my live, so I'm going to try to go horizontal today. I can't really see because I'm using my back camera, so I have my iPad here. So if I have any questions, I'm going to try to access them on my iPad. So tell me where you're joining from, and if you have any questions. But you can just leave it right there, Kate. That's cool. Today we're staging. I don't know if you can see behind me. Kate is working on an American in Martinsville armoire. And so she is just in the final little details. We got a little bit of paint. She's taking off some of the hinges. And so if you saw my reel this week, I found a little magic trick. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I'm not sure how I didn't know this. But did you know, okay, you go ahead and start if you want, that I use 70%. I don't know if it matters if you use 90, 99, but I use 70% of this isopropyl, I don't know how to say it, alcohol. And I don't know if this is just rubbing alcohol or what, but it doesn't say it. So this is the one I use, and it will take off paint overspray without damaging the finish underneath. So that was my secret. I had a little, like magic trick. And I don't know why I didn't know this, because a lot of times you do have overspray sometimes. And acetone will take it off, but it'll also take the finish off underneath it. Here you go, Kate. You want to go ahead and start, you can. And so that's my little secret. And my goodness, I'm like, where has this been? Well, my whole journey here. I'm not sure, but pretty amazing. So anyway, today's a little bit different day. Like I said, we finished the American in Martinsville set. I haven't even shown, but I did do I did a headboard that matches it, and it's a queen size headboard. So I don't do headboards very often. I don't specifically buy headboards because they're not a big resale value on headboards, but it came with the set, so I went ahead and finished it the same way. And so let me show you what it looks like. All right, so here's the headboard. It turned out really good. I did the same process of I stripped the actual top, and that is Cognac by Osmo. It's just a hard wax oil I put on the top. And then this is tricorn black, and then I did a matte finish top coat over it, because usually it's satin, but I ended up doing a matte. I think it turned out really good. And so here's Kate's. This is the armoire that matches it. We did the same fluting detail. If you saw my last video, what we did is we took Variegated. It had huge medallion things. We took those off, added the fluted trim. This is Kate. Kate, say hi. Kate is flipping with me this summer. So she just graduated from high school, and this summer she's like, hey, well, how about I flip some pieces with you? So this is her part-time job, and she's doing really good. This is like I think this is her 4th flip. Yeah, I think it is. And so, for a high schooler, college student, you can actually make good money flipping. Obviously, we do it together, so she has all my supplies, and that helps too. But yeah, so this is my new piece. This is a Basset. Just picked up this week, and it's in pretty good shape besides the corners. It's like some things just shoot them up. So I really want to go wood with them, because I think this is a beautiful piece. This is oak. At least the top is oak. I can't really tell. It's a pretty open grain. So I actually like the color that it is, but obviously it's pretty beat up. And then I have matching nightstands here that Kate's actually going to do. So we're working on it. You know, we're trying to get these pieces kind of worked on. So, but let me flip this around. There we go. So anyway, that's what we're working on today. I did finish a faux bamboo, which is going to be my video for this week. The bamboo part is actually not real wood. It is plastic. And so I painted it. I know people are gonna be mad, but I'm still getting so many people are mad about the American in Martinsville long dresser that I painted. But I think it's just people who aren't in the business and they don't know that these pieces are a dime a dozen and nobody wants them. They're just flooded on my Facebook marketplace. And so we're trying to reimagine it and make it appeal. Now, do you guys remember the lab dresser that I did? The weird one that had like the electrical outlet coming out of it? Sold it last night, sold it to a young couple, probably in their late 20s. They're getting married and they wanted to use it as a coffee bar. So super cute. I didn't sell it very high. I mean, I sold it for $375. I mean, you know, a good deal for them. And considering I paid $20 for it, put probably a lot more work into it. My resale value was not very good on that one. That was more of a rescue. And so it's nice sometimes though to have kind of lower priced items because, you know, not everybody can afford. Most of my dressers are honestly over $1,000. Sometimes I'll have one that's $900. It just depends on the quality. I base my stuff based on the quality of the piece and the quality of the refinish and the type of finish that I do. I feel like I can get more for resale if I go to full wood than if I go, you know, paint. Unless it's like, and I've not actually done high gloss. So anyway, let me check the comments, Sam. So, does anybody have any comments yet? I'm trying to look for, oh, Lori, welcome. I see you're from Canada. All right. Are you a little cooler up there than we are here? Oh, thanks, Jeremy. Yes, it is looking awesome. I'm excited. I haven't made much progress. I saw your comment. I don't think I've even messaged you back, but I did see your comment. Maybe I did. I try to answer all of my comments on YouTube, which is like a part-time job. Let me flip this around. Hang on. Okay, this is easier. The bookcase, you know, Jeremy, you said you were looking forward to seeing that one. And I think I did, because I think I did respond to you, because that one's getting the full treatment. You know, I'm gonna go with some type of wallpaper. I have one that I like, I just hope I have enough. And I showed you on the last live, I think, what the wallpaper is, but do you want to see again, just in case you missed that one? Hang on, I'll show you. Since I have it out here, I'll show it to you. So this is the wallpaper that I'm thinking of going with for the bookcase. And it's from Rifle Paper Company. Some people asked me that. I thought it was a peel and stick because I was going to use it for something else, but it's actually traditional wallpaper, which I'm fine with. This is a piece for myself, and so, you know, if for some reason I wanted to change it out, I could. Since I know how to do it, I can do it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, wait till you see, if you're on Instagram, you saw a sneak peek of this week's piece. And I used Faro and Ball Parma Gray. I used the color. Now I did color match it to Sherwin-Williams, their gallery series. Fabulous color. I love it. And so I'm considering that for the interior of the bookcase. And then I'm thinking like a navy on the outside. I have what's called Anchors Away by Sherwin-Williams. Beautiful navy, like a true navy. My other favorite navy is by Fusion Mineral Paint. They're Midnight Blue. And I've used it several times. Gorgeous. But it does cost, you know. It's like $25 for, I think, a pint of it. And so I already have probably a half a gallon of the Anchors Away, so I'll probably use that. Now it is in emerald, which I like, but I'm not using emerald as much anymore. And so anyway, but I'm excited. And so we're gonna stage this piece. So our working today, I'm only gonna be on until 11, so we've got 45 minutes. But I'm gonna turn it around and I'll show you as you guys watch, I'll show you how we stage things. And we're gonna take some pictures. And then before I do that, I probably need to take pictures of this basset too. So, you know, when you do stuff for social media, you can't just dive into a project. You have to take your before shots and you have to do all these transitions, and it becomes a lot. But you can't have a really good before or after shot if you don't have a good before shot. So we're gonna stage this one, and then I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna move some stuff around and try to take pictures of the basset because I wanna start stripping it today. So we're taking off tomorrow and Friday because my husband's taking a few days off. So we're only gonna work, today's our last day. So I thought, man, if I could get this dresser stripped today, that would be great. And then I could sand tomorrow, fix the corner, because I'm gonna have to use some epoxy on that to try to get it fixed and get fancy with some like veneer in-grain painting. So anyway, any other questions before I turn it around, and we will I'll show you what we're gonna do here. All right. So I'm gonna just start working. You'll have to tell me, are you working with us? Or do you have a project you're working on? I don't see anything in the chat if anybody's working or are you just watching. That's okay too. So, all right, I'm gonna turn us around and we're gonna stage. Hey, Jonah. Good. Just doing our live. We're gonna stage our piece. It's okay. Here, Donna, you want to be on our live? No? Oh, okay. I was going to show you my son. I have two sons, but that's okay. Okay.
I'm not dressed.
All right, Kate. You have clothes on. Oh, okay. All right, Kate, what are we going to stage with?
Do we need the other piece first? Or?
Which one?
And my piece. Do we need anything else to do it?
No, I think it looks good. Mm-hmm. So what do you want to do for art? Oh, how do you want to do this?
It's such a tall piece.
I know. So sometimes with tall pieces, I put artwork to the side. How about, we need like a stool. How about the little stool in the kitchen? Yeah, why don't we grab that? And then why don't you grab some books and whatever else you want to stage it with.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Is this too big? I have a small one, because this could go over this.
It's awfully pretty, so I do like
Do you think it's too tall? Because I have another landscape one in there that we could use instead. Do you think that's too big? Let me show you the other one I have.
I don't think so. I think it's fine.
Because if you like, well, let me give you a choice.
Well, yeah, I really do like this one.
You want to use that, or?
That's why I left it.
We're just trying to gather stuff. I have this smaller one, which might look better, but it's also landscape, but it's, why don't I hold it and then you step back and see which one. Proportionally, which one do you like better?
Well, it depends. Are we gonna have something tall on that or not? That's fine.
Probably a stack of books.
Then probably that one because it's a little bit taller, so it's the space up better.
I'll say,
Yeah, I do like that.
is that a good spot for it?
I think so.
Or do you wanna line it up with the holes that are already, I mean, I don't, we can airbrush those out in pictures.
Yeah.
So, you want this, like here?
Yeah.
That's what it said.
I'll just take this in for you.
Why don't you grab something else that you wanna save with? Grab some books. There's some books in, that green cabinet.
Yeah. I'll go get some.
Forgot to put Danish oil on it.
Oh. I was feeling weird for missing some stuff. That one bigger book's down.
What else do you want? You want something for the top? Do you want something for the top? Some decorations for the top?
Sure, something would be good. The flowers would be pretty, but I don't think she's all the bases and pieces are the same all. I guess we'll go flowers inside.
You could.
Do like dried flowers or something.
Yeah.
I like those books are too small, I'm not trying to get it bigger, but.
start with it closed first?
Of course.
I always like to have something tall, and then, even in threes, so something tall, and then something shorter, and I like to put things on books
Yeah.
to protect the finish. So
Of
do you
course.
want, what do you want, which one? Do you want the green? The green would go really well with
Yeah.
that. Or do you want something taller than that? Or,
Well, I was bringing things that I
Oh.
I was also thinking of the inside as well.
I see. Do you wanna put that on this side, because it's kind of shorter, and then something else on the back, and then do that in front of it? I like that.
Should I put this on a book though?
No, that's okay. It's a little bit too.
It's a little too wrapped that one, but that's super nice.
What about the bell? Do you like the bell? No.
I think if I put this one inside,
Here's perfect.
I'll probably get a book or something.
Do you wanna do this? Like, since it, yeah, I wanna go back there. Okay. That's cute.
I'll go get some.
Some people like blankets. Like blanket, sometimes they lay over this, or a blanket that goes over that, and kind of drapes to the ground. Your new one is cute.
It's dirty, someone got their makeup on it.
What do you mean?
One of my friends.
I was like, I don't do
No, one of my friends got their makeup on it, so I mean, I haven't observed, you can still use it, it might be fine.
Well, you can position it where.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
And then you need something tall. Like, do you wanna use one of my busts? Or do
Oh,
you
sure.
wanna use,
Or,
are there any, you need something tall. You know what I do have, is I do have some eucalyptus leaves. Do you like
I
those?
like those.
Okay, let me go grab those.
Okay, well, I'll look at my blanket.
You know, here.
Or,
So I have these, but it's in white. But it is tall. Do you like that, or is it too white?
what about the green one that you have, the base, the green base?
Oh, okay, whatever.
That'd be too tall, but,
The one that has the flowers on it?
yeah, that one. I'd go with it. That'd be too on the nose, but might be okay. Let's see.
This one?
Oh. Maybe not, but
Do you think it fits the aesthetic better?
makes sense.
Problem is, I've got these all kind of. Here, why don't you work on these? You can just pull them out, it doesn't matter, I'm not really using this right now.
Okay.
And then just kind of stick them in there. I want to go grab that throw.
It's upstairs by my settee.
Okay.
That's so tall. What the heck? Oh, these are cute. was lonely. Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, that looks good.
You like it?
I do.
And then
So
this
if
one
we
is
have
like
it-
extra long, so I can.
So if we have it open, I was thinking like,
That'd be cute.
and then we could put it over there too.
The what?
We could put it, when we shut the door,
Yeah.
we could put it on that if you want. Okay. Alright, let's take some test pictures and see if we like it. Sorry, there's these. Okay. Move this. Alright, let's move this over. Where's the tripod? There it is.
You can also do some time.
Okay, let's just test. We'll just take a couple tests.
Okay.
Okay. I like that. And then, we can do one horizontal. have that, you still have that stuff? I can really make it off. Would you help me move things around? I'm gonna try to take pictures of this. So, I kind of need to move this stuff. I'm gonna let you move it. I'm gonna take a break. Okay, let's take a break real quick. So that was me basically staging something. So I like to turn on the grids on my camera. I like to turn on the level. I have an iPhone. So what you can do is you can, when you put the level on, there's like a little yellow line, so it helps you know if you're level. Now I can always level it post-production too. I like to use Lightroom when I'm editing my pictures. But hang on, let me turn the fan off. So because I do both Instagram and YouTube, I have to do vertical and horizontal. So I like to do a mixture of close-ups, wide shots, moving shots, and so I'll just kind of set it up. I try to do some staging, rather minimal. I don't like a ton of stuff all over it. I like it to kind of look like it could be in someone's house, but yet not with so much stuff that they can't imagine it in their own house. So that's kind of how I stage. But I kind of like to, I just noticed the picture is crooked. I should have put a level on it. It's crooked, the picture. It looks crooked from here. It's
so
totally,
slight.
oh, it's crooked.
It's so slight. It's fine.
Well, I'll have to retake some of those. See, those are the little details. Sometimes I like to take a proof picture, check it. Problem I run into is that my garage is sloped, and so it's not level, like level. I have to match the the piece to my artwork, so it's always just a little tilted. I'll fix that. So that can just go up top.
Gotcha.
All right, so let me catch up here on the chat before I keep going here. Let me see here.
And is it okay if I just push the nightstands over?
Yeah, just push them over. That's totally fine. Because we can always bring them out again if I need to take one. Jeremy, you're working your day job. Hey, that's a good thing. That's all right. What would you say are the most popular colors that are selling right now? I think it depends on, that was my family focus. I think it depends on the piece. Black always sells, and off-white always sells for me. When I say off-white, my favorite white is soji white. I don't know why, I just love it. It's very soft. It's not stark. I also like white dove, but it's very white. And so white always sells, black always sells. Green used to be really popular, but I had a green piece and it just sat. Nobody wanted it. And so I loved it. And I was like, well, I'm either going to keep it and sell the one I had. And so I actually kept it for myself. It was shade grown by Sherwin-Williams, and I love it. It is a beautiful color. It was on kind of a French Empire style dresser, and I gilded it, of course. But I kept it. I put it in my bedroom, and I absolutely love it. So I think blue is having a moment. If I put up navy or black, black always sells. Funny enough, and I don't use black in my house very often. I have one table. Actually, I have two tables. I have one table that's like a bamboo, and it's black. It's a small accent table, and then I have like a Chinese Asian table that has wood and black on it. But I don't have any painted furniture that's all black. I tend to like navy better, but everybody else seems to like black. So let me see. Lori, you said it's 41 degrees Celsius and straight sun, no wind. Oh, that's 105 degrees. Oh my gosh, Fahrenheit. That's crazy. Wow. Let me see here. Nikki, you said you're watching from California, a suburb of Sacramento. You're starting restoring as a hobby and loving it. Good job. You know, that's where you learn. People ask me, how did you learn this? And I am a hands-on learner. I also like to read. And so funny enough, I know you can watch YouTube videos, and I do, but I learn a lot from reading books. And so I have one favorite book I got, and it's by a collection of people. It was put out by Fine Woodworking, and I love it. It gives a lot of really practical tips on how to refinish. And so I absorb really well by reading and by doing and watching somebody do it, but probably just by doing the most. So anyway, so that's our staging process. Now I'm going to take my before shots of the basset that I'm going to work on. So I'll show you how I do those. So again, I have to do vertical, horizontal. I'm not a pro at this, but I do the best that I can. And so I'm not as good at taking the transition shots, you know, where you kind of put your hand in front of the camera and you snap, or you know, those kinds of things. I sometimes just forget to do that, but it's always fun to have those before shots, because then you can do a really cool reel or a video, mainly for short form content. You do really fun stuff afterwards if you have those shots beforehand. So now I'm gonna set up, I have like a spray booth. I'm gonna modify this, but I have some tracks around my garage that kind of cover up all of this mess. And so I love them. They're just ceiling tracks that I've attached clips and some drop claws too. I found some drop claws that look white on camera because some of them, the old ones that I had, turned yellow on the camera. So I like these. They actually technically are the color gray, but they look white on camera. So it's great because I just cover everything up and then I can take some of my before shots. I also use it when I spray because I have any kind of overspray. I don't want it to get, it already gets all over everything, but it kind of, you know, mitigates it a little bit. So I'm gonna set up over here and I'll show you how I take my before shots. Excuse me. I need that.
We need a room. Yeah, this one. I think there's kind of hot, so. Sorry, I'll take a minute.
Go ahead.